1982, Gottlieb made Qbert, one of the all-time classics. Shortly after the huge success of Qbert, Gottlieb found themselves being sold to none other than Coca-Cola and renamed Milestar. If you saw the first episode, I reviewed one of their games, Three Stooges, Brides as Brides. I also mentioned in that review the two successors of Qbert that were made by Milestar, Qbert Qubes, and faster, harder, more challenging Qbert. In this episode, I will be focusing on the first sequel, Qbert Qubes. While Qbert's second sequel opted to go with the same formula as the first game, Qbert's Qubes tried to mix up the formula a bit. Instead of a pyramid of cubes that change color when you hop on them, you're in a diamond-shaped formation of cubes. The cubes rotate in the direction of which Qbert hops off of them. You're trying to match the cubes to the one that you see in the upper left of the screen. When you match the colors, it becomes clear, and it stays that way unless one of the cube-turning enemies lands on it. The object of the game is to create tic-tac-toes of the clear cubes. In the early levels, you only have to have one complete row. In later levels, you have to get more. Simple, right? Extremely challenging, but also very fun. You'll also notice right away that there are no discs this time. You do, however, still have two helpers. The first is the green ball. It performs the same function as it did in Qbert, in that it freezes all the enemies for a few seconds. There is also Sheldon the turtle, who will temporarily slow down all of the enemies. The only returning enemies from the previous Qbert are Slick and Sam, the little gremlins that change the cube colors. This time they rotate the cubes. The documentation for the game says that these guys are known as shoebobs, but they really look like Slick and Sam to me. Coily the snake has been replaced by a rat named Rat-a-tat-tat. He is basically the same as Coily, but much harder to get rid of. You have to have a cube in the process of rotating when he hops on it to make him fall to his doom, unlike getting him to jump off after you jump on a disc in the first game. The role of Ugg and Wrong Way, the purple creatures from the first game, are filled with the Meltniks. They hop from cube to cube trying to get you, but can be killed when they hop onto a color that matches their own, and then they melt into it. The difficulty of Qbert Qubes ramps up fairly quickly, and is an incredible test of reflexes and strategic planning. Qbert Qubes was a very rare game in the arcade, so finding an entire machine will be somewhat difficult. Finding a Qbert cabinet and doing a conversion might be your best bet. It was ported to a few home consoles of the time, such as the ColecoVision and the Atari 2600. Both of these are pretty hard to find and not cheap either. Both versions sell for over $100 on eBay. If you try to get one of the home versions though, the ColecoVision is by far the better version of the game. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Classic Credits. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Tune in next time where I hope to show you a game that you may have forgotten or never even heard of.